Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. This month I'm going to be talking about something really difficult, so I just need to reassure you that if anything I say does trigger you, just remember there is help online from Lifeline 1-800-RESPECT. Okay, I want to talk about the increasing numbers of our precious children who are being sexually abused. I think it's one of those things that really disturbs me about the digital world is that it gives access to content that is really unsuitable for children. If we really are honest, sexual awakenings happen in adolescence, which is post 13 and onwards. But we are hearing of children as young as 4 and 5 using inappropriate sexual play, sometimes of a digital nature. Schools are telling me more and more children are doing really inappropriate things. Sometimes children are being tricked into doing these things, and then we just have to look at the online content where our children are being groomed by very, very manipulative sexual predators who pretend they are 5, 6 or 7. Now please don't have that thought in your head, that won't happen to me. I had a quick chat with my child and they know what to do, because these people are incredibly manipulative. Their grooming is so unbelievably persuasive that even with some conversations, your children could still be caught in this net. And there's this thing called capping at the moment, where children, and some of these are as young as 5, which is why we have to really start questioning, are we really keeping them safe in that digital highway as much as we could? And do we need to learn a lot more? And if you are an Australian in this window, we have e-commissioners, safety commissioner on absolute fabulous online site that can show you ways of helping to keep your children safer. Wherever you are in the world, there are fabulous sites that show you how you can protect your children. But we have to shut down anything that allows them to be chatted to or accessed by strangers. That's the biggie. So in capping, then they are accessed via these however apps and things, and within 10 to 15 minutes they can convince young children to take photographs of their private parts. And then what tends to happen down the track is that person then manipulates them and says if they don't do more things, they're going to go and tell their parents or put it up online so everyone can see it. And oh my goodness, that is exactly the awful dark place that I'm hearing many of our children are in. So please don't leave your head in the sand. You must have conversations with your children. You need to tell them that their body is theirs. Nobody has a right to tell them what they can do with it. All their private parts are exclusively theirs. Nobody. And we probably need to caution again that sometimes we might think it's okay for family members to not need permission to touch their private parts. But seriously, sometimes the sexual predators are in their families. So I think we've got to say, no, it's my body. No, you need to check with me. We need to teach them again, if anyone looks like they want to touch them in any way, that it's no, that's not okay. I don't like it. And we do it loudly. With younger children up to 10, practice that so that immediately they can jump into that state instead of freezing into a state where they don't know what to do, which is also very, very common. And then on that journey past that, we need to say if anybody does those things, that you come straight to us, and that if they disclose any sexual abuse of all, and it is. Sexual abuse is when you're being threatened, coerced, tricked, or forced into doing anything of a sexual nature. And really, we have to be very grateful for the Australian of the Year last year, Grace Tame, who her biggest message, even amongst everything else, was we need to prevent the sexual abuse of children, both girls and boys. And we all have to step forward in this space and not just expect it to be the school's job because they run that program, or it's, whatever. We all have to step forward, or we are going to continue to have children who struggle later in life with the deep and profound shame that sexual abuse can cause. So if your child comes to you, or a child who is one of your in your safe world says, this is what's happened to me, believe them. Absolutely believe them. Validate for them. Support them, and then seek help. And help is out there. I know this is a difficult subject, and I know I wish I could just do something cheery at the end, but I'm not going to, because we absolutely, us grown-ups, have to step forward and do everything we can to educate and empower our children to know how to keep safe and to know what to do with those sorts of people who are absolutely the scum of the earth. And unfortunately, our world is continuing to sexualize children, and we need to do everything we can to stop that. So please, try not to buy anything that has anything sexually suggestive about it, clothes for girls that are for older girls, making it okay. It really distorts the boundaries around the age where our sexual awakening will normally occur. And I send a huge thank you out to some of the biggest warriors out there. If you're looking for some sites that will help you know how to have these conversations, know what to worry about, know what apps to be very cautious of, the very best people that I know and I trust are Paul Litherland with Safe Online, Surf Online Safe, I'll get it right, Safe for Kids with Holly Ann Martin, Cyber Safety Lady with Leonie, and the Sex Ed Rescue site with Kath, where they explore all sorts of things. And on our website, we have a link in my top tips to all the books that you can use to help you in this really important journey to teach our children how to stay safe in a world which is a lot less safe than it was when we were children.